For the grand total of both of these cars, I spent a total of YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, we are going to be doing something I got requested so many times, which was a price reveal. How much did I pay for this car and how much did I pay for that one? So if you guys aren't aware, if this is maybe the first video you guys are watching, I rebuilt both of these cars, and if you haven't watched those videos, make sure you guys watch those on my channel. I literally rebuilt both of these, and in today's video we're going to be kind of going over how much I spent down to the penny. So be sure to subscribe, guys, like the video, and let's get started. Alright guys, so we're first going to get started with this gray one. This one is a premium model, and I originally bought this car with only 1,036 miles. So this car was literally fairly brand new, still had the new car smell, and pretty much on this car it was the whole quarter panel had to get replaced, the rear bumper and all of the suspension was damaged. I do have a delivery video on that one, you guys can watch that. Pretty much we're gonna get started with the prices. I do have everything here on my notes. So for this one, I bought the car for $10,200 at the auction, without the fees, without the shipping. So $10,200 was the final bid on the car, and the fees and the shipping was a total of $3,600. So additional $3,600 from the 10.2, that brought it to $13,800 just at my house, crashed in that condition. So we're gonna get started off with the big pieces. So the first thing I had to buy here was the quarter panel. It was just the outer shell, and just for this piece alone it was $425. So pretty much when I bought the quarter panel, it came with all the outline of the tail light here, and the cut was pretty much from right here down under the side skirt. Obviously the side skirt goes over the quarter panel, so that was $425. So guys, for the second part was the rear bumper. The rear bumper, I actually got it at Subaru, and they both obviously fit, and this rear bumper was $300. And just the bumper alone was $300. Luckily we did have our sensors that were still savable, as well as our brake light and reverse light down in the bottom. So if you guys do remember, this had everything in the suspension that was damaged, and that was a total of $580. So let me break it down a little bit to you guys. We had to replace all the control arms, all of the arms, toe arm, upper control arm, lower control arm, all had to get replaced, as well as the spindle. The caliper luckily was saved, rotor was saved, but everything else was damaged. So for the next part is the fender liner. The fender liner was $50, and funny enough, I haven't even installed it. So the next part, we're moving on to the rear, is this tail light. This tail light was $360. I bought it used, so honestly I got a pretty good deal on it. Another thing I forgot was the axle. Our axle was literally in two pieces, so it was damaged. I had to buy a new axle, and that was a total of $310. Guys, so for the next part, we actually did have a damaged control arm up in the front. That was a total of $200. Another thing that was damaged actually were the rims, but I actually did end up buying a full set, which I got for like $800, but we're not going to count that in, just because realistically I could have got them repaired, but I wanted everything to be done perfect, and that was $800 for the rims. But we're not going to include that. But we are going to include this rim right here. I spent $490 for the full rim and the tire, all complete, center cap and everything. I bought it used. $490 was not a bad deal. And so the total for the parts was $2,715 just for the parts alone on this car. That brings the total up to $16,615 with the parts installed on the car, the quarter panel, and I did all the work myself. So if you guys do want to include the labor cost, if you are going to take the car to a shop, obviously it will be a little more expensive than that. Luckily I do have previous mechanic experience, and I installed everything myself, so that brought it up to $16,615. Alright, and if you guys do remember, this car had no airbags deployed, so nothing on the inside was damaged. As you guys can see, steering wheel airbag, everything is intact and was never messed with, so I saved myself thousands of dollars with that. Quick refresh. So the car at my house was $13,800 with the parts and everything. It was $16,615. So that is where we are with the car complete. And taking this car to the DMV, I live in California, so prices are a little higher. I paid $1,500 to register this car. Alright guys, so obviously I'm not going to include the paint, the install on that, because I actually got a huge discount from my buddy. So it's obviously going to be different, so we're just going to ignore that price. But that's going to bring the grand total to $18,115 to get this car looking like this, not including the labor that I did by myself, or as well as the paint and any of that. So pretty much for this premium model, I got super lucky with the end price that I got it at the auction, which was super surprising. I was gonna bid way more for this car, but I mean, I got this car for under 20,000 for a 2022 GR86 premium. I literally think that is an insane deal. And so let's get showing you guys this car, which honestly, it's surprising because you guys probably are not going to believe me, but I have spent more money on this car, which is a base model with more miles, than I have on this one, which is a premium. All right guys, so we're now moving right along to this one. This is a base model GR86. I bought this one with, I believe, around 3,000 miles. So the end price for this car was $11,300, but I was going back and forth with the insurance. They didn't want to give me the car, so I ended up paying $12,400 for the final price of this car. The fees and shipping on this car was $2,240, so pretty much that brings the total to $14,650. The car damaged at my house. Guys, so for this car, we're going to start off with the interior, because if you guys do remember, we do have some airbags that blew, and we actually have a lot of money in the interior. So let's get started with that. So first, we're going to get started off with the airbags. As you guys do remember, I had to replace the steering wheel airbag as well as the knee airbag, and that was a total of $1,035. If you guys also do remember, the connectors did melt, so I had to buy a new clock spring, and that was a total of $165. We can't forget the seatbelts. Both of this seatbelt and the passenger seatbelt were locked up. To reset both of them, I spent $130. If you guys have been keeping up with my videos, you guys do remember we got unfortunate news with the airbag module. I hit up so many companies and no one could reset it, so I actually had to buy a brand new one from the dealer, and that was $990 for the airbag module alone. I'm not sure if I even documented this at all, but as I was looking more into the interior, this little lever piece on the passenger side actually was missing, so I had to buy a new one from Subaru, and that was $20. So that is all for the interior, and the total of that was $2,340. Okay guys, so we are now moving to the exterior of the car. As you guys remember, this one took a front-end hit. We had to replace the hood, the bumper, the badge, everything. The insurance company didn't give us anything, so we literally had to buy everything on the front end. We're gonna get started with the front bumper. The front bumper alone was $900, and that is obviously including the badge, the bumper, the side grills, and main grill, as well as the GR. So pretty much, if I'm gonna break this down to you, I actually got a real good deal. Got everything brand new. The bumper I paid $600 for, and then the badge was around $50, and these were $50 each, and the front bumper alone, or the grill, was around $150. All right guys, so this vent right here is an air duct vent, and that was a total of $40. It was $20 on each side. I'm showing you guys on the gray car because I actually haven't even installed them on the blue car. We will get to that soon though. Like I said, from the insurance company, they didn't give us anything, so I had to buy these side markers. I bought them both used on eBay, and that was $60. And so I can't really show you guys, but the crash bar right here, you guys do remember we installed it. I actually did get also the foam piece, and that was a total of $290. So if you guys do remember, our radiator was damaged as well as our condenser, so we did get the full assembly, the whole cooling assembly, and that was a total of $650. We got a really good deal on that. We bought it used. Alright, you guys also do remember the fender liner right here. We paid $60 for that because ours was damaged, and I still haven't even installed it, but that was $60. If you guys do remember, our original hood was not that damaged. It was damaged a little bit right here in the corner, very small, so I ended up repairing it. And then after all, I ended up just finding a super good deal on a Treno blue hood that was actually OEM, and it was unpainted, so I ended up just buying that, and I got it for $300, which saved me a lot of money because I didn't even have to paint it. So we pretty much, on the full car, all we painted was the front bumper. If you guys do remember, that center support piece that goes right down the middle was damaged. We bought a brand new one from Toyota, and that was $100. If you guys do remember, that the part that goes on top of the bumper, which was that little metal support, that was a total of $30. And as well as the under panels, we got no trays on the bottom, and I bought both of them brand new at the dealer. That was $250. If you guys also don't remember, we had a damaged control arm on this side, and I bought it brand new from Toyota, and that was $200. Alright guys, that's going to bring the total of the parts to $2,880, which honestly, it wasn't that bad for the exterior, but it's kind of surprising that I spent almost the same amount of money that I did on the interior than I did on the exterior, which was kind of crazy. So that brings the total of the car with all the parts to $19,870. Guys, so pretty much adding up all the parts and the cost of the car, I am at $19,870, and that is not including the registration on the car. And that was an additional $1,900. We're not going to be including the paint for this car as well. But pretty much all we had to do was paint the front bumper and that little support rail on the inside of the car. That was pretty much it. Like I said, I did get the hood already painted, so that saved us a lot of money. And that brought the grand total to $21,770 for this car. We're not including the wheels because I ended up just getting premium wheels. I actually found a steal on them, so I pretty much figured why not get the premium wheels, make it look OEM plus, kind of like the premium. So they have matching wheels, and I do have a duck bill coming soon for it as well. All right guys, so for the grand total for both of these cars, for that base model and this premium, I spent a total of $39,785 for both of the cars repaired, not including the labor I got from the paint as well as this one. So we're almost under $40,000, which honestly is super cool. I was expecting to pay a little less, mostly on this one. I got a couple surprises on that one, but under $40,000 for two of them is super good. Alright guys, so it's pretty cool. I got both of these cars for under $40,000, which honestly is not a bad deal because I do live in California. The prices right here in Los Angeles, to be specific, is insane. I have seen these, I'm talking about they're over MSRP, so maybe if you live like in Ohio or somewhere else, maybe the prices aren't the same. But I know for these, the base models right now around my dealer, clean title, are almost $40,000 for these. I know they're sitting around 38, 37 used. So this one is a premium, and these things are going for over $40,000. I haven't seen any go under $40,000 for a premium that is used. Now, if you obviously have a plug, or you somehow get it for MSRP, or you travel so much miles, and obviously it's not for you. But if anyone wants to buy a car right now, clean title, you are looking to pay almost $40,000 and around 38. So honestly, I got 50% off both of them, which I can't complain. Guys, so like I said, honestly, it was super fun building both of these cars, and honestly, I had a lot of fun documenting this. So I have decided I'm going to be buying more cars and gonna be kind of turning this into a little rebuild. I do want to mod them a little bit, so you guys should stay tuned. I have more cars coming soon to build, and I'm super excited to document all this for you guys. But anyways guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys are also interested in the series, make sure you guys click on my channel and watch the other videos. Watch me rebuild both of the cars. Don't forget to subscribe guys, like the videos. But that's gonna be it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.